It's known as the home of Australian motorsport. But Mount Panorama in Bathurst is also known by another name, Walloo.
The main use for Walloo Mount Panorama is as a place of male initiation. Very close to where we are now is the actual women's area where they handed over the boys, the novices, for initiation.
The cultural significance of that place, there's no language like in the English dictionary that actually can describe that.
6 years ago, this patch of land was earmarked as the site for a new go-kart track.
With one turn of the dirt, one turn of the soil, changes everything.
Yeah, so it's like someone who's a Christian being told that they can't go to their church anymore because we want to build a go-kart track there.
Bathurst Regional Council is now under increased pressure to halt its plans to build a go-kart track on Walloo.
The project has divided this regional city, which for decades has been synonymous with motor racing.
If you're a motorsport fan, this is where you need to be, there's no doubt about that.
Racing enthusiasts like Mark Dunbar say a local go-kart track would help train the next generation of race car drivers.
We've got the icon of motorsport here and we don't have a go-kart track, so it just doesn't sort of weigh up. We believe that hopefully one day we'll have a young boy or girl start on the track in Bathurst and get to stand on the podium at the bottom of the mount and and they'll have achieved everything they've needed to here on the icon of motorsport, yeah.
Aboriginal groups are split over the cultural value of the proposed site. Members of the local Aboriginal Land Council say they've scoured the area but have found no evidence that it was a women's sacred site.
As a Wiradjuri woman, I wish I had have found something because then it gives me purpose to protect it. Unfortunately, I was unable, and so were the archaeologists and anthropologists, able to find anything to support that case.
There's no doubt in my mind whatsoever that this place is culturally significant to Wiradjuri women, and it has been for a long, long time.
A report commissioned by the Bathurst Regional Council found no evidence of cultural objects, but it did say the site had intangible cultural heritage value and advised the council to find a different location for the track.
We looked at about 5 or 6 other sites that council-owned land where a go-kart track was built, but all the studies showed with noise and other issues that they couldn't go there. We've gone through all the processes, the heritage reports, and they all clearly show that we're able to build a go-kart track where it is at the moment.
Thank you to the traditional owners, the Wiradjuri people.
Last month, days before the bulldozers were due to roll in, Federal Environment Minister Susan Lee stepped in to halt work under heritage protection laws.
I've had probably one of the largest campaigns in recent times as far as emails and letters to me, and they've been genuine and they've been heartfelt and they've been on both sides of the debate, making it even more important that I actually come here, look at the site, listen to the people and take that on board in making the next decision.
Since heritage laws were enacted in 1984, the federal government has received more than 500 applications to protect Indigenous sites. 7 have been successful. The minister's intervention comes 3 months after an inquiry into the destruction of Juukan Gorge labelled the laws inadequate.
My decision here is about the go-kart track on Mount Panorama. It's not about anything else that may or may not have happened. And I think in the question of Juukan Gorge, the failures of Rio leading up to that are absolutely the reason why that happened.
The Federal Environment Minister says she has drafted a declaration to grant the site long-term protection, but won't make a final decision until the end of this month.
We're hoping that the Minister makes the right decision for us, I suppose, in that sense, so that we can move forward and prove how good a thing it's going to be for the city of Bathurst.
Bathurst is a big place. There are lots of other places where a go-kart track could be, and we'd support the project wholeheartedly, so long as it's not built on a sacred area.
We as Australians need to be having this conversation, and we need to be putting stronger and tighter legislation around this, because like I said, we've been here custodians for a long, long time, and our cultural heritage is just as important as anybody else's.
Hi, I'm Lee Sales. Thanks for watching this story. If you'd like to watch more of 7:30's stories, they are on the left of your screen. And tap on the button below to subscribe and get the latest from ABC News.